Hello class, this is the invisible teacher again. Now before I go on to discuss some really profound things, I'm going to have to raise the question of bullying again. Now we know that Swinburne went to Eton, and I have now a poem specifically about Eton that he wrote, which has been supplied in a very old and precious book from Ken Spellman's bookshop in York. Right, but before I go on to Eton another time, I want to discuss people who may have what was known to be ginger hair and who have been beaten and bullied and absolutely ridiculed because of their ginger hair. Well, I would like to suggest that actually their hair isn't, I don't know where the word ginger comes from, and I hope that people who have got ginger hair will not mind me saying that actually it's the colour of brass, not ginger, brass. Ginger, I don't know what ginger means or what that's to do with, but brass, it is the colour of brass. And brass is, in fact, a very precious metal. It's very valuable. Right, okay, so we'll discuss that. Well, we will discuss that further another time. I know where I'm going now. It's to the a portrait of three women with brassy hair lounging on a couch. Okay, and we're going to a poem by Swinburne called A Christmas Carol, and we're going to compare it with Dickens' Christmas Carol. Now that's later on, that's going to be another lecture. I'm going to go back now, having mentioned those things, to what you might consider profound things, of in an intellectual, more intellectual way, and what I'm going to ask is postmodern, the title, if I was doing a lecture, we could start in the lecture style with, is postmodernism a phenomenon of the 20th century? Now, first of all, we're going to look at something else within that, actually, and that's the Apocrypha in the Bible. Okay, so there was the Bible, but then there was all these other things that were found, these other books that were found that made up a really bigger Bible than you're all used to, perhaps. They were either found or added. Now, we need to look at the word. I believe I was taught that the word crypto in Greek means hidden. If I look at the modern Greek dictionary now, I see that if I type in hidden in English, it comes up with chromena. But I'm pretty sure that crypto meant hidden. And the Apocrypha, there's the word crypto hidden in it. Apocrypha, it is hidden in there. It is, and Jesus was hidden in a crypt. In it, hidden. There's, a play with hidden and revelation. Okay. Next, I want to go to, oh, where am I going now? Yes, this play on hidden and revelation, actually, it seems to happen on the map. It really does happen in places that you wouldn't expect. Like, I've heard now, well, I heard some time ago that actually in England there is a little village called New York. And whether it's been something that's been named that because of New York later on, and possibly twinned with New York, as well as York being twinned with New York, obviously, I've got no idea just now, but I know that when I went to Greece a long time ago, I noticed there was a signpost for Arcadia, and I took a picture of it. And I didn't believe that Arcadia was a real place. I thought it was somewhere made up in poetry, in English poetry. But the Greeks seem to be suggesting that Arcadia was a real place. Listen, I'm going to leave it there for now. You can see hopefully where I'm beginning to go. I'll try and find the painting that I'm talking about and put this above this speech for now, and hoping you haven't lost faith in me. I did say I'd be more eloquent this time. I don't think I have been, to a certain extent, but you may begin to see something of more of a promising pattern even still emerging. Right, okay, we can go to Dan Brown as well with this. We are going to be looking at Dan Brown, but that's dealt with really in the poem The Christmas Carol by Swinburne, which I will read to you. Okay. Yes, and as far as I know, also, there is a very important saint, Saint David of Wales. Now, we know about Saint Patrick of Ireland, but Saint David of Wales seems to have been completely overlooked. But it may have been somehow that there's a mystical element to this. A very mystical element to all of this. In the Golden Legend, I don't believe St. David's in it. I'm not sure though, because I've lost my copy for now. Hoping that we continue this discussion next time, and that the American software people and the Indian data processing people will allow this video to upload and for you to be able to watch it and listen to it.